Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 17. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. Before we get into the show, I just want to say Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to each one of you. Please have a good time this evening. Have fun, be safe, get home to your family and friends. And I wish you all a happy, wonderful, safe, prosperous, successful 2024. On to the show. Okay, so the show starts out with Britney and Kyrock. Britney is out with her best friend, getting some much needed girl time. Kyrock doesn't really like Britney to go hang out and, do things like brunch with her friends, which is also, extremely red flag for me. I've already said it multiple times. I don't think that Britney and Kyrock are good for each other. I also noticed, did you guys realize that weird friend of Kyrock, Evie, who was stalking Britney, we haven't seen or heard from Evie since Kyrock got out of jail. What's up with that? Anyway, while she's talking to her best girlfriend, she lets her know that her and Kyrock are engaged and she's going to be her maid of honor. She shows her ring and she lets her know that her grandmother gave her approval for them to get married and that her grandmother has also been, speaking with, cussing out her mama, trying to get her mom to come around and see her. What I found odd is throughout this entire time that we have known Britney, she has cried and told us so many things about her relationship with her parents, and she has also expressed how sad she is about the state of the relationship with her parents, but she kind of underplayed it with her best friend. And I thought that was weird. I said, this is your best friend. Why don't you want to be honest with her and let her know that you are devastated by not having this connection with your parents? And I don't think that it's 100% all about Kyrock or the fact that Kyrock is a trans man. I think it's the fact that, 1, Britney was using drugs. 2, Britney did some crime. 3, Britney went to jail. 4, Britney is now a lesbian. I think it has everything to do with that because she explained to us that her parents have this Christian upbringing and they don't approve of anything that she has done in her life, in her young life. Her friend was trying to convince her that she should reach out to her mom and she doesn't want to. But the thing is, in my opinion, somebody has to make the first move. I realize that Britney has been trying to reach out to her father and it has kind of fallen, by the wayside, but somebody's got to make the first move. I really wish that her parents would sit down and say, this is our daughter. We don't love the decisions that she has made, but this is our daughter. Love is supposed to be unconditional when it comes to parents. And I know that they believe, the Bible says X, Y, and Z, but the Bible also says that they don't have any rights to judge. And they also need to realize that they don't have a heaven or a hell to put Britney. So they also need to realize that you only get your one Britney. You only have one life to live. Don't live it separated from your child, even if you don't agree with her lifestyle. I just hope that her parents can, do better. Now, this situation with Kyrock and his brother, the mom, I understand that they are concerned. I understand that this is serious, but until Desmond is ready to take control of his addiction, there's not much that they can do. All they can do right now is to give him love, try to set up some boundaries with him, express to him how important it is for his safety and for his life to try to stay clean. They can offer all the support that they can, but you can't force an addict to become clean. From what I understand, which I don't know a lot because I haven't had a lot of experience with addicts, but what I have heard is that they need to hit their own rock bottom before they can move forward. It can't be your rock bottom. It has to be their own. Britney hasn't seen her family, her grandparents, in 6 years, and she wanted to plan a little trip. her and Kyrock got permission from their probation officers or parole officers for them to drive up to New York. Kyrock is scared and concerned about his brother, and he's being extremely rude and selfish, in my opinion, with the way that he speaks and treated Britney on this road trip. I personally believe that they are in a codependency relationship that is extremely toxic, and they both need to get away from this relationship. One thing that her friend said is the same thing that I have said before. She told Britney that Britney really needs to start figuring some things out on her own, because if Kyrock ever leaves her, she will have nothing. She is living in Kyrock's mother's home. She doesn't have a career. She does have a job as a bartender or something like that. But is she stacking any money? Are you putting anything away for the time that he says we are done? Britney, you have got to get better at planning for your own future. Throughout this road trip, Kyrock's mom calls him to tell him that Desmond yelled at her and he left. Now here's the thing. Kyrock was held down in jail for 7 years, and you guys were able to handle the situation with Desmond without bothering him. I understand that Tammy is struggling. I understand she's going through something. This is serious, but you don't have to call him for this. At this particular moment, him and his fiance are on their way to New York to visit her family. This should be a really happy occasion. And if you could hold down the situation for 7 years, you can hold it down for a couple of days while him and Britney visit her family. I think that Britney is really sweet, but I think that she is not seeing clear, and I think that she is extremely vulnerable. Kyrock has way too many mood swings. I do not love it. I just think it's a lot of pressure to put on Kyrock to try to hold the family together, to try to be the man of the house when he just got out of jail. Anyway, I'm going to move on, but this group here, they're in my prayers. Melissa and Louie. Okay, so Melissa has this new house that she's rented for her and Louie. She said she wanted to get a bigger place for the both of them. She wants to keep him in the house. Now, I remember when they were on Love During Lockup, he mentioned that when he got out of jail, he wanted to get his certification in personal training, and he also wanted to get his certification in yoga, I believe. And she acted as if she was with it. But now that he is free, he is living in New Jersey with her, she doesn't want him to do that. She wants him to just work out at the house. She doesn't want him to meet any women. If he's working in a gym, there's women that work out at the gym, and she is so concerned and afraid that this man is going to meet somebody. It's just so sad. This woman has zero self-esteem, zero self-confidence, and zero common sense. This makes zero sense to me that you want to have this man held prisoner in the house, but you also want him to have a job. Do you realize that anywhere he is going to go to work at, 9 times out of 10, there will be women who work there? Melissa says when they get there, him and his mama, because she needed his mama to drive with him from Georgia to New Jersey so that she can make sure that he didn't cheat on his way to New Jersey. This is the weirdest. I just don't know anybody that acts like this woman. Anyway, she says that she's made pasta. Donna is complaining about what Melissa is cooking for Louie. And I said, Donna, ma'am, pipe all the way to hell down. We have seen that food that you have been giving Louie. This is why he's so skinny now. That food that you have been making looks gross. She's going to tell Melissa you don't have store-bought sauce. And then she says, angel hair pasta next time. This is not your house or your food. Just sit down and shut the hell up. And Melissa, listen, some sauce, period. Okay, what the hell was that? It was just noodles. You know what? I don't like either one of their cooking. I really don't. But you know what? I don't have to be bothered with them. Anyway, Louie and Melissa quickly put Donna the hell out of there. They hired her at Uber and sent her on her way. Melissa is sitting in the damn bed wearing socks with pictures of her and Louie on them. I said, oh, God. Anyway, the next morning they wake up. Louie is in the bathroom taking a number 2 with the door wide open and no teeth in. As soon as Melissa sees that, she says, where's your teeth? I said, oh, God, this is about to be a full-on wreck. She cannot accept this man does not have teeth and he has dentures. Not only that, him sitting in that bathroom with that door wide open taking a number 2 is disgusting. No, sir. No, sir. Melissa says that there's also rules at her place. She's got a schedule. He can't just be getting up and going to the bathroom. Louie, I've already told you this. You should have never moved in with her. You should have never moved in with her. I also see it very clearly that soon Donna will have a place in New Jersey. She is not going to stay back in Georgia now that Louie is in New Jersey. Donna moved to Georgia to be with Louie, and now Louie is back in their hometown of Jersey. Donna will be back too. Melissa made some kind of comment about being a personal trainer is not a real job. It's not a grown-up person's job. And girl, listen, I don't know what your problem is, but have you seen some of these personal trainers pay? Have you seen how some of these personal trainers have been able to parlay this into several types of deals? Some of them have been able to create online platforms, meal plans, exercise equipment, workout attire. Girl, shut the hell up. Girl, please shut the hell up. Louie can hit the ground running because he's already semi-famous by being on Love After Lockup. Shut up, Melissa. You work at the post office and at a bar. Louie's not about to get a job at the post office. He's a felon. My thing is this. I think that Louie should continue to fight for his personal training. If that's what he wants to do, he should get into it, get your weight up, get your clientele up, and leave this toxic woman. You also need to set up some boundaries with Donna. Melissa says that she wants to get a new nose. Here's the thing. It's that woman's money and it's her nose. I don't begrudge anybody from plastic surgery. If you can have a honest to God, board certified surgeon who knows what they're doing, you have the money and you feel better about yourself, do it. Okay, now if it becomes an addiction and it's a little crazy, then I'm scared for you, and I wouldn't do it. But if she wants to do it and feels better about herself by getting her nose done and her chin, allow that woman to do what she wants to do. It's her money. However, I don't like how she makes fun of Louie's teeth. And when you get your nose done, wouldn't it be hurtful if he made fun of your nose? She goes to see her plastic surgeon, and right off the rip, she pulls out her credit card and pays $11,000 to have her new nose. I don't know. I didn't expect to like Louie, but I really do. I like him. I think he's a nice guy. I think that he is trapped between a very controlling mom and a very controlling and demeaning girlfriend. I think that Louie can absolutely do better, and I definitely wish Louie the best of luck. Joy in red. So they're back at the trailer. Joy is having some sort of panic attack. She's crying and carrying on about him wanting to go visit his family. She doesn't want him to go visit his family. He's probably going to cheat on me. The thing is, Joy, Red's going to cheat on you no matter where he is. He's definitely going to cheat on you when he goes back home to visit his family. But as soon as he gets his bearings and starts to get out in New Mexico, he's going to cheat on you there too. I mean, you got to know that this man is so childish. You have to see it. He's extremely immature. And he's a liar. And he's still holding it against you that you slept with those 3 dudes while he was in jail. And to me, if I don't know you, never met you, dated you for 7 years while you were in jail, but never went out there to visit you while you were in jail, to me, the relationship is just a pen pal, a call pal, and I'm going to need the sex. So I am going to have the sex. I'm just saying, I don't think that it's cheating. That's just not, it don't work for me like that anyway. So anyway, they go to have a little picnic and sit down with some of her family, some of her cousins. She said they're more like sisters, and she downloads them with everything that's happening in their relationship. And I said, okay, well, listen, that is her choice. That is her right. But you just said you wanted them to like him. No, ma'am, that's not going to help them like him. And 2, I have learned from when I was younger, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you want your family and friends to like that person, if you download them with all the information of how shitty this person is, even though you're going to make up with them and take them back, they're not going to love that person. And they're always going to remember all the things that you said about that person. Tell them at your own risk. So she told them about Red keeping the pictures of the girls that was sending him money and stuff in jail, and they asked him about it, and this dude had the nerve to look them dead in the face and say he kept those pictures so that he could show them to Joy and let her know that, he picked her. They all looked at him as if he was a complete idiot. And he is. If you really cared about that woman, there's no way that you would have kept those pictures and then showed them to her. Then he's going to tell Joy when she comes back that the ladies grilled him. No, they didn't. No, they didn't, honey. You have got to meet me and my friends. We don't fool around. I mean, that was not a grilling. That was like, hey, how are things going? Why'd you keep those pictures? Get the hell out of here. He then tells them that he's leaving the next day to go back to visit his family. He had not told Joy that. He had not told her that he was leaving the very next day. So, of course, she's back at the house crying and screaming and acting up. Are you going to come back? Are you going to be hooking up with other people while you're out there? Of course he's going to be hooking up with other people while he's back there. Then he makes some comment to her. Of course I'm coming back. I'm leaving my PS5 here. I said, what? Tell me that Joy did not buy this man a PS5. And two, so not that I'm leaving you and Sway here. I'm leaving my PS5. That tells you where you land on his list of things that are important. If Joy had any sense, and I do mean any sense, anything that he left there, she would pack that shit up and mail it to him. Except for that PS5. I would take that PS5 right on down to the pawn shop. And I would pawn it and take that money over to the other pawn shop where you pawned your family heirlooms and get your heirlooms back. Listen, I think that Joy and Red are both immature people. Red is going to cheat on you. He's always going to cheat on you. You need to send him home. Focus on yourself. Focus on Sway. You may even want to have those 3 men tested to find out which one is Sway's father. Because it's possible, just because there wasn't a love connection between you and this guy, that this guy might actually be a decent person and would actually step up to raise Sway in the right way. I think that it's ridiculous that this dude has been home for a full month and he doesn't have a job at a local fast food place. He doesn't have a job at a local warehouse, that he's sitting at home playing PS5 and daddy daycare. No, this is not okay. And I'm sick of seeing Joy crying every episode. It's time for you to put on your big girl panties and grow the hell up and start putting Sway first. Because this man loves that PS5 more than you and Sway. And just a side note, Joy, in case you're out in the bushes, you can't force somebody to do anything that they don't want to do. You can't make anyone love you if they don't. You really do need to get a fresh start in your life. Get rid of Red and focus on Sway and focus on making a better life and better life choices for the both of you. I do know that they are broken up in real time, and I hope that she is, doing better, and I wish nothing but the best for baby Sway. Taylor and Chance. All right, you guys. So listen, there is so much going on with Chance. All right, so current day, Chance is in jail right now. But last week or the week before, Chance hit and ran. So in the middle of the night, about midnight, I believe, I could have the details wrong, so I'm going to say alleged for all of this. Allegedly, Chance, with his red truck that we see on the show, he runs into a semi-truck. A small semi-truck is what the news says.
Yeah, there's a semi there really on its roof. First Alert 4 was on the scene after the semi collided with a pickup truck near North Lincoln Drive. The semi overturned, blocking the southbound lanes of 61. Both directions, though, were shut down while crews cleaned up a fuel spill coming from that semi. We are still working to learn when the road will be reopened and if there happen to be any overnight injuries.
Okay, so that was your boy Chance, okay? He got arrested, but they didn't arrest him for driving without a license or whatever, because when he left the scene, he left on foot. He ran. Now, this truck driver has been hurt. He is alive and well, thank God. His wife is reporting that he may lose his job with his trucking company because of this accident, which could stop him from working with other trucking companies. It's a big disaster. Chance is absolutely disgusting. I just found out that Chance was arrested on the 27th of December for tampering with a vehicle, which means, I guess, knowingly receiving or possessing stolen property or something. So he is in jail. This man is probably going to be in jail for quite some time. The man is an idiot. Also out on Twitter with his new girlfriend, Alyssa, posting videos of him and her having the sex.
Eeny, weeny, teeny, weeny, shriveled little short dick man. Don't.
Okay, that thing is so small and so skinny. I mean, the woman was making zero sounds. I said, oh gosh, if you can't even get a slow moan, you know you don't know what the hell is doing. You know you have nothing to work with and you don't know how to use what you got. And it looked a little weird, like he had some bumps or something on it. I don't know. Let's just move on, peeps, because I'm disgusted. Anyway, I'm hoping that he stays his ass in jail. I can't stand him. So we start this episode off and we see Bobby and Taylor at a bridal shop. You know, Bobby is trying on wedding dresses. That first wedding dress that she tried on, I hated it. Did not love it. I thought it looked like somebody who was about 70 who was about to get married. I said, Bobby, don't do it. Okay, so then the second dress, I liked it a little better. Taylor tried on her bridesmaid dresses. All of those tattoos, do not love it. Do not love it. I hope that maybe during the wedding she'll put a little cover-up makeup on it. I don't know. Didn't love it. What I also didn't love is this was supposed to be a happy situation. Taylor sits down on the couch to cry about her situation with Chance. Oh, she should have been in this situation. She should be happy. But Chance is like $50K in debt. He lies. He does all this. Boo-hoo, damn it. We don't feel bad for you. You chose to bring this bullshit into your life. You chose to bring him into your life. You had a good job working for the payroll department somewhere. You were raising your kids. You had your clean, sober sister living there helping you out. You know, your credit was good. Now your house is a pure danger zone with a lot of wood paneling. Your credit is in the trash. You're working on OnlyFans. Your sister has been put out and you have another mouth to feed. I don't feel bad for you. You allowed this bullshit to happen to you. However, she did just recently post online that she's got a new job working for a nice company somewhere. However, it takes her an hour to get there. I'm so happy for your new job. I'm happy that Chance is out of your life, and I'm hoping that you can get your credit back up, stack up some money to hire a reputable construction company, home repair company to come in there and fix this bullshit that Chance has done at your place, because it's a hazard. I know it's a fire hazard and a splinter hazard and, you know, every other type of damn hazard. She is coming to her senses a little bit. Listen, girl, the man is never going to change. He is always going to be who he is. And you put up with him longer than anybody else would have. I thought that she was a little selfish sitting there crying, talking about her relationship and how it was a failed, shitty-ass relationship with Chance. Right in the middle of Bobby's happy time. That was Bobby's time to shine. And I thought you kind of stole it. You could have saved your bullshit for later. So then we see Chance. He's at the bar with his friend with the classic limo that he's trying to get Chance to buy into. This guy ends up loaning Chance $1,000 so he could pay the guy back. I said, damn, Chance, you are $50,000 in debt. You're borrowing money from this dude to pay another dude. This is just yikes. He has zero common sense. Remember last season when he was buying that power wash? They was going to make so much money with this power washing business. What the fuck happened to the power wash business? Remember you were telling us how credit works when you have all your 7 credit cards? Clearly that didn't work out. You know, the rest of us, we were watching and saying, that's not how credit works, you know? But damn it, Chance, you are just a disgusting mess. So he's sitting in the bar, shaking and scared, almost about to pee on himself, waiting for Bobo to show up. And he tells the guy, hey, if he gets here and things look a little weird, they pop off, look a little sketchy, don't do anything. This guy is not to be messed with. Chance is a bitch. You know, the whole time we have seen you disrespect and try to boss up on Taylor, but Bobo shows up and you become a bitch? Okay. So when Bobo shows up, Chance tries to introduce him to his friend who loaned him the money. Bobo said, this ain't no meet and greet. You know, he's not here to meet your friends. Come on outside. Chance looked like he wanted to just fall to the ground right then. His legs looked like they was shaking. He was sweating. This is ridiculous. The truth is, I wish that Bobo had beat the shit out of Chance. You know, just hauled off and whooped his ass. And I know that we don't condone violence, but Chance, you know, he might deserve a little tiny violence. Anyway, moving on, because I don't condone the violence. Listen, Bobo warned Chance. You know, he let Chance know he is not the one to fuck with, period. Listen, Bobo starts screaming at Chance. Then he yells at the cameraman. I said, oh my gosh, what the hell is this? I said, Bobo, you want to go back to jail, don't you? Bobo is the type of person that does not mind being in jail. Listen, Chance is an idiot. He is an idiot, and he is in jail. I don't know if he's going to get out. I don't know if he stole a car. I don't know what the hell is going on. So all of that is alleged, like I said earlier, but I'm sick of him. Lindsay and Blaine. All right, so Lindsay is out in the backyard. She is decking out the truck with her lights and the pillows and the blankets. She has also set up a place to make s'mores in the backyard. I said, oh, shoot, Lindsay's been on the Pinterest. Okay, so I have seen this done on Pinterest, and oh my goodness, it is beautiful when it is done completely right. I don't think she did a really bad job, but I have seen some jobs where they decorate the back of that truck, even also on The Bachelor. They do it on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette sometimes. Very, very nice. So she's going to ask this man to marry her, even though her daughter has already voiced that she didn't want her to get married. I said, here you are making another bad decision as a mama, trying to marry somebody that your daughter has already said she wasn't ready for it yet. Can you please allow your daughter to get settled? Anyway, I think that she really just wanted to marry Blaine because she was facing that 40 years in prison, according to their storyline, because I believe that all of this is storyline driven. Because like I said, in real time, her and Blaine are no longer together, but they're pretending to be together because of the show. Anyway, she gives him this big, long speech, and then she tells him how he's the man for her. She loves him. She wants to be with him forever. He rescued her. Oh my gosh. And then she asked him, will, he marry her? Well, honey, listen. I said, I'm glad I didn't hold my damn breath. That man took forever to say yes. In the back of his head, he was probably thinking, dear God, the woman is a nightmare. Do I want to be with her forever? Anyway, she says that she wants to have a wedding. They want to have a wedding. I said, wait a minute. Don't you owe this attorney in this storyline $20,000? How are you going to plan a big wedding and pay this man? This just makes no sense. I don't know. I've just never seen a lot of women propose to a man. I mean, it's a new world, honey. If that's what you want to do, go for it. But that's not my thing. And secondly, I have never seen a woman or a man propose to anybody, with a chain. To me, that just seemed a little odd. It felt a little ghetto. I don't know. That's just my opinion. She said something about loving him and being with him. It would be easier for her in prison if she, talked to some old rich man who would take care of her while she was in jail. Girl, please, even if you did marry Blaine and you went back to jail, you would still have an old rich man taking care of you while you're in jail. We know that. I don't know. I'm sick of them. Louie TV. Again, I need to go ahead and mention this. Please don't bring them back anymore. The thrill is gone. We are tired. Chel and Quaan. Well, shit. We see Quaan, Mila, and Qualan's mom. They go to the big adventure park. And he says it's really important for him to be there for Mila, as her second father. And I just want to know if anybody could tell me what the hell is happening with Qualan's mom's eyebrows. What is she doing? And that part she's drawing on the side. Is this a Southern thing? What the fuck? I don't love it. I don't love it. I'm sorry. I don't love it. Anyway, he talks to his mom about the big blow up between her and Chevelle's mom. And he tells her, this can't happen. I'm upset. You upset. Chevelle's upset. Her mama's upset. Y'all about to ruin this damn wedding. His mom acts as if, she's going to be cordial and peaceful going forward. She doesn't want to interrupt anything. And, I hope that they could just grow the hell up. First of all, I would hope that Chevelle and Chevelle's mom could chip in and get a stylist for their hair and for their clothes. I can't. Chevelle's outfits, those wigs, she never lets us down. We always know that it's about to be a plastic nightmare. Please, Chevelle, please call Eris. Call Britney from past seasons. Call anybody. Except for Renika, don't call her. But call them and ask them if they could help you with your wig game. This is terrible. I hate it. Daggone it. Anyway, they're talking about adopting Maila. So, Quaylon wants to be Maila's dad. And here's my thing. I think they're moving too fast. I think that if him and Chevelle want to try to make a go of it, being a family and being married, him and Chevelle should get married and see how it goes for a couple years before they try to adopt Maila. They're always putting the cart before the horse, and I want them to stop doing this. So they go see this attorney, and the attorney tells them that if they don't get Maila's biological father to sign off custody, it's going to be really hard, and it's going to be extremely expensive, and the judge is going to be looking at Quaylon quite hard because he is a convicted felon. I think that they should absolutely put this on the back burner. Get through this wedding, see how the next couple years go, and then think about possible adoption. Do I think that Quaylon loves Maila? I do. Even Chevelle mentioned that when they broke up, Quaylon kept contact with Maila, and he was there for her. So I think that he really does love this little girl, and he might be a good stepfather for her, but not right now. I just think it's too much, too fast. I'm wishing them the best. All right now, peeps, like I said earlier, Happy New Year's. I wish you all nothing but love, happiness, and peace. And until next time, bye.